Okay. Hi there. My name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry. I've been watching a lot of knitting podcasts lately, and I thought I'd give this thing a try. We'll see how long this goes on. So, I both knit and crochet. I've been crocheting since, well, I've been crocheting a while, but it was been on and off. I only have been seriously crocheting since June, May or June of 2011, so last year. So about a year. And I've been knitting since Christmas. Actually, I started on Christmas Day. Taught myself through Ravelry, YouTube, that kind of fun stuff. So we're going to be doing a lot of this learning stuff together. Anyway, um, I'm just going to jump right in like the other podcasts do with what's on the needles, and I guess you'll get to know me if I continue this as time goes on. I have several projects on the needles. I'm going to start with my most recent, well, my first one that I started. And that is the one that I call Heather Yoke on Ravelry. Um, it is using the Solveig Yoke pattern by Eleanor Brown. It is put out by Interweave Knitting. And I'm making it for my grandmother. Let me show you the yarn I'm using. I am using Knit Picks Andean Treasure. Let me get up nice and close like that. Andean Treasure. And this one is particularly the Aurora Heather colorway. This is my main color. And as you can see, it's a nice, maybe you can't see, it's a nice pretty forest green. So, that's my main color. It's going to be a stranded sweater. And it's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I'm looking at my Ravelry while I'm talking to you. It's using 4 other colors, a white, a lighter green, and 2 different grays. And when I get to that point, I'll show those to you as well. So this will be really pretty. It's my third knitted project ever. My second knitted sweater. I'm crazy. I start knitting with sweaters because that's just, it'd be too easy to start with something simple. But I like making sweaters, so it's all good. So this is nice. It's soft. It's alpaca. My first time working with alpaca. I started a crochet at first with a different interweave pattern, an interweave crochet pattern, and I found it very splitty for crochet, but I love it for knitting. It works up very nicely. I guess it would be logical to show you the progress so far. But it's very soft. I've got 2 sleeves done. Sorry, I need to reach. Here's sleeve number 1. I finished the second sleeve last night. I don't know which one's number 1, number 2. I'm just calling this one number 1. We like long sleeves in my family because we've got long orangutan arms. So it's a simple stockinette stitch with 1x1 ribbing, 1x1, yeah, ribbing for the cuff, and it's very nice. I like it. I think it'd be very comfortable. It's very soft, like I said. And I'm using 2 different needles, if I can find my little project thing for it. No, that's the wrong one. This one. I'm using circulars. I'm using my Knit Picks. Not Symphony Wood. Harmony Wood. Love them. Using my Harmony Wood needles. It is a size 8. I used my 40-inch cord and my size 8s to magic loop these sleeves, both of them, and then I used my size 5s to do the cuffs. Again, magic looping. I tried DPNs. I found them fiddly, but I like magic looping. Currently, I started the body last night, cast on for that. I'm on the second row, so not very far at all. Yeah, see my little bunny stitch marker? Isn't he cute? Turn around, say hi. Well, it's facing me. That doesn't help them. So he's adorable. I forget who made these. I got him on Etsy. It's absolutely precious. It's a lop-eared bunny. Anyway, cast on for the body. And I'm enjoying how this is working out. And currently I'm using the size 5 circular with a 24-inch cord. And these are my interchangeable Knit Picks Harmony Wood. So I am loving this project. I'm keeping it in my Stitch Red campaign bag. If you haven't heard of Stitch Red campaign, it's something started by Jimmy Beans Wool. Let me put my Interweave Knits magazine over here so I can show you. Haha, there it is. I'm not going to show you anything copyright. This is an ad. I'm sure they'd appreciate me showing you. Make a killer project and stop a killer. Basically, I think Jimmy Beans Wool is started something called Stitch Red campaign, and they're putting a portion of their products toward funding education and research toward heart disease. Something very special to my heart. No pun intended. Former cardiac nurse, and I've only been out of cardiac nursing for about 6 months, 7 months, something like that. I was a cardiac nurse for 2 years, so something very close to my heart. And a portion of their profits, like 10-15%, for their Stitch Red products go toward heart disease. So I got one of their bags. I got a couple of their bags. I was a little obsessive. And this is one of them, and it's holding my my Solveig yoke, my Heather yoke, at least while it's small enough to still fit in my purse. Eventually another project will have to move in here because it's too small for a sweater. So that's that. Project number 1. Next thing on the needles, I think I covered everything I needed to for that. The next thing on the needles, this project has had several names because it just wouldn't tell me what it needed to be called. I'm calling it Legolas right now because I'm on a fantasy kick right now. And what did I do with that project bag? Oh, it's not in a project bag, that's why. It's on the one at my feet. This is a yarn that I misplaced. Oh, there it is. I'm calling this project Legolas. The pattern's called Vivian. It's by Yosalda Teague, and if you've ever seen this pattern, it's gorgeous. It's a whole lot of cables, and again, I'm insane. For my 3rd knitted sweater ever, I decided I'd do cables. So, first sweater was stockinette. Straight stockinette. It was for my grandfather. I'll show you that later. Second sweater has stranding. Third sweater is cables. So, yeah, I'm insane. Certifiable. Anyway, I'm making size 36s for me because I like making stuff for myself too. And I'm using Stonehenge Fiber Mills Shepherd's Wool. And it's a worsted yarn. And it's in the Bruce Spruce colorway. Blue Spruce. I keep wanting to call it Bruce Spruce. It's like Bruce Wayne or something. If you see my Ravitards, you'll understand. But, so this is in the Shepherd's Wool. It's Blue Spruce colorway. And you can't really tell, but it's got some blue in there. It looks really green here. I think it's the lighting. It's not really helpful for showing my blue. It doesn't show up unless you're really looking at it anyway. But I'm going to be really tired of green when I'm done. It's not as soft as the alpaca, but it's nice to work with. Um, and I'm about 9 rows in. I started some of the cabling, which is so exciting. I've never done cables before. Let me find the right side of this. That's here. I'm on the wrong side right now. Let me just sort of twist this so you can see. So it's starting to show a bit of a pattern, as you can see. And I'm at the very bottom. I've got some cables going. I have stockinettes. Not a whole lot of stockinettes. And also brain fart. I do have a brain fart going too. Also the kind of stitch that I can't think of right now. Seed stitch. Never done seed stitch before either, and I'm really enjoying it. But yes, I think it looks very nice so far, but I'm a little bit biased where that's concerned. I think it's going to work out very nicely. And then someone mentioned on Ravelry a place where they can get, what's that? Okay, leaving that alone. Or not. Where you can get a zipper to match your yarn and just send them a swatch. So I'll do that later when I'm actually finished. But I'm not ready for that point yet, so I'm not even going to bother pulling up the site. Unless someone wants to know, and then they can ask me. So, I think it looks very nice right now. I'm happy with it. The cables aren't really showing out yet, because, well, not really that far along yet. Just 9 rows in. But I like it. I just have so many things on the needles right now that are hooks. That I haven't been able to focus on it. I really need to sit down and just focus on that, because there's several charts. And I've been known to mess up. Anyway. That is being worked. Come back here. That is being worked on my knit picks once again. I always work my interchangeable knit picks. Still fairly new at knitting, so I kind of tend to use the same needles. I'm using US 9s, and I think I'm using a 32-inch tubing wire cable. 32-inch cable on my US 9s. It calls for US 8s, but I tend to need just one size above when I swatch. So always do your swatch. So I'm really, really happy with that. I love the Knit Picks flexibility. And I keep wanting to magic loop, because I've been doing a lot of magic looping lately. I have to remind myself that I'm not magic looping with this. So, that's my Vivian or Legolas so far. What else is on? Oh, this one's not a knitting project. This is crochet. And it's a fairly simple crochet pattern so far. I haven't done crochet in a while. I actually did adjust. I'd probably say several months. When did I finish my sweater? I finished my sweater. Okay, so I haven't really crocheted since January, when I finished my sweater that I wear to work. But my mom, she had a crocheted horse when she was little. It was red, and she's always been talking about that horse. And I never made her the blanket that I said I'd make her when I started crocheting, because I hate making blankets. I tried and tried. I can't stand it knitting or crochet, so I don't make blankets. I compromised by making her sweater, crocheting her sweater, which was done quite a while ago, so you're not going to see it unless you go to my Ravelry page. But I decided I could at least crochet her the toy horse. Well, I'm not going to make her a red one because I was dork and thought it was blue. Besides, I like this yarn. So I am doing the, hang on, let me find it. The Cotton Candy Horse by Debbie Jones, who you get her pattern off of Etsy, so I'm not going to show you the pattern. It's super cute. I would suggest you buy any of her patterns. They're adorable. I'll probably do several more of hers. But I'm using a G hook. There's no gauge, so you can use whatever they tell you, so I'm using G. I tend to use boys, and I think this is a boy. Yeah, this is my boy. And it's probably upside down, you know what I mean? So, my boy Hook. That was the right way. G. Um, and I am working it in the absolutely gorgeous. It's Lion Brand, so it's nothing like super awesome. Well, it's still super awesome, but it's homespun. Lion Brand homespun, and it is the Lagoon colorway. And let me show you this. This yarn is super pretty. I'm not sure if you can really even see all the variations. You can probably see it a little better in the project itself. This is going to be the horse's head, eventually. Looks so washed out. It's really a lot prettier than that. It's got purples and a little bit of red. It's got green. It's got blue. It really is a pretty color. You can kind of see it there. Not enough though. But I'm on round 7. And it's going along pretty well. I had to change my crochet method. I was actually physically picking up the stitches and pulling it over. It was taking me forever, make my hands cramp. I readjusted so I can hold my yarn like I do knitting, and now I like crocheting a lot better. So I'll be doing more crochet projects, especially if I can do the Debbie's toys. And I still have some filling and stuff and cute eyes coming in. So that's crochet. Just gonna stick my hook back in here. There we go. And I have this. I made this before I went to a friend's wedding. I took a pillowcase and I butchered it, and I don't sew. I just made it into a bag, though. I hand stitched it and copied a bag I saw. No pattern, nothing exciting. It just, I'm kind of proud of it. Not really, I mean, a little proud of it. Because I figured out how to make a drawstring bag when I had no bags. So, it fit in my purse. Yes, I have a big purse. That's all that really mattered. It allowed me to carry my knitting with me that weekend. So that's my crocheting. That's my work in progress. I guess that brings me to finished objects. I'm going to go. Let me make sure I don't have any other. Oh, in case you're curious, I'm calling that project Brihi Hinny Brinny Hui Ha. For any of you guys who like C.S. Lewis's Narnia series, that's a character from The Horse and His Boy. He goes by Bree. That's all. That's what my mom's going to call the horse. So, Bree's going along okay. His head is started. Anyway, yeah, it is time for finished objects, and let me find my first one. There it is. This is my grandfather's sweater. It still needs to be blocked because I'm lazy, and I got sick, and then our bathroom got renovated. So this is it smells like sheep. I'm using I use brown sheep's wool for this. It is, first of all, it's number 991 neck down pullover for men by Diane Saucy. And I made it for my grandfather. He won't get in until like Christmas time. So I have time to finish my grandmother's, even with all the other things I have my needles and hook. It's in the maple praline colorway. It took about 6 skeins. And it took me, well, I said I started January 27th, but I had other projects going on at the same time. So I really didn't focus on quite that early. But I completed it in April. It's April 22nd, so it hasn't been finished that long. Can you even see this? It's just straight stockinette, nothing super exciting except the fact that it's my first knitted project and my first sweater. The color variation is gorgeous, a bunch of different browns, and I can't wait to see him wear this. He's a small guy, which is why it looks like he can fit me. Also, it's not blocked yet. It smells so sheepy, kind of like my other brown sheep's wool sweater. I'm gonna probably have to take a break from brown sheep's wool for a while. It's fun to work with. It does pill. I don't see any pilling on this. Maybe it pills more with crochet. And it smells very sheepy, even after it's been washed like once or twice. and with constant wearing. I feel like I smell like a sheep at work. So that is finish object number 1. Finish object number 2, I finished very early on Mother's Day. I work night shifts, so I stay up all night and go to bed when most of y'all are maybe thinking about getting up. So I finished this maybe about, I guess, 1 o'clock, I don't know. No, it was right before midnight. It was like a minute before midnight. Minute before it became Mother's Day. And I'm just going to keep you in suspense until I find my project. This is the Oink pattern by Susan B. Anderson. It's a free pattern. If you press her pattern on Ravelry, it'll take you to her site and you can print it off, and it's awesomeness and happiness. I use stash yarn. I don't even have my label anymore. It's Caron Simply Soft Solids. And I use soft pink and white, 2 different yarn colors. And then I use Lion Brand's Vanna's Choice Solids in the scarlet color. I didn't even use a full skein for any of them. So, here's my Oink. He's cute. He's my first toy in either crochet or knitting. And I wish the colors weren't so wonky. Let me see. That might be better. Give him a backdrop of my shirt. So he's a pig, and he has wings. And he's super cute. He makes me happy. I'm on the phone, and I'm going, oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. So he's super cute. Oh, and I used some old yarn from another sweater I made to make his eyes and his little nostrils. He's got a bouncy ball inside him, although he doesn't really bounce very well. Let's see if I can show you how well he bounces. You don't really get a good idea of him bouncing. I'm sure that's going to sound really obnoxious when I show that, so I'm not going to do that again. But he's cute. Really. I think so anyway. I'm super proud of him. He probably took me like 3 or 4 days, a week tops. If I hadn't worked that weekend, it probably would take me a lot less time. Also, I had to wait for the ball to arrive. So here's Oink. Oinkster, my second knitted project ever. And he's cute. I like him. Cool. Anyway. That's everything for finished objects. I'm not going to show you all my crocheted finished objects because they were finished way too long ago. And my Merman sweater that I wear to work is stuffed in a drawer somewhere. And it's seen a lot of wear and tear. Well, not a lot of wear and tear. It still looks okay. But, okay, last thing. I guess this is just sort of a temptation thing. I'll probably have more things to show you, like stash enhancement kind of stuff, after tomorrow, because I'm going to Yarn Store tomorrow. Our local yarn store, Never Enough Yarn, and I'm sure I'll buy more yarn. Or stash enhancement kind of stuff. I think I need stuff. And I have stuff coming in the mail, because I need to stop watching podcasts. They tempt me. It's really bad. Anyway. I got a new yarn, and I'm super happy with it. I watched Lum Knit Crochet. If you haven't seen her podcast yet, you really should. And she suggested this colorway to Desert Vista Dye Works, and she got accepted. And I got one of the skeins of yarn before it went all bye-bye. I think it's all gone now. You should check, though. So, just to keep suspense, this is Desert Vista Dye Works yarn. And it is in the wrong side. Wrapped Up in May colorway, and as you can see, it's a 75% superwash merino wool. I'm sorry, wool 25% nylon fingering, and you see the weight and all that jazz. It is so much fun. I wish I could show you the original picture. I might try to put it inside the screen if I can figure out how to do that. If not, you're not going to see it unless you go to my Ravelry page. It's a 7 self-striping yarn. And it is beautiful. I can't wait to work this up. When she showed me this in the skein, I just got fooled. I'm going to make a pair of socks out of it. First pair of socks, and I'll show you the yarn again in a second because I just have to do that. It is the DVD Simple Toe Up Socks. It's an afterthought heel, but unlike Lala's afterthought socks, yes, I have researched this. I've been trying to find the perfect sock pattern to start with. But I want to try on my sock as I go along. So unlike Lala's sock, instead of starting from the cuff down, it starts from the toe up. And it's a very conversationally written pattern. I really like it. It's a free pattern, which is awesome. And it explains how to measure your foot and all that awesome kind of stuff. So it's called DVD Simple Toe Up Socks, and it's written by Denise at Lost City Knits. So I'm using this Wrapped Up in May colorway, and I want to show you this blue because this blue is awesome. Let's see. Can you even see the blue? This blue. Can you see it now? This blue is positively gorgeous. I don't think that even does it justice. It's gorgeous. I love it, and I need to rewrap that part, but that's okay. I'm going to try to do that while I'm talking to you. No, I'm not. It's positively gorgeous. And I wish I could find that color in just straight yarn to maybe make a sweater or something out of, or a whole another pair of socks. This is going to be my purse knitting or my break at work knitting. So when I feel like killing my patients, no, not killing my patients, but when I feel like not being the best nurse ever on my lunch break, I can go and knit a couple rows and be okay. After all, who needs food when you knit? Anyway, so I'm really excited about these socks. I'm hoping to cast on for them tonight. And maybe I'll do a red heel. I've got some extra red yarn. Because I'm kind of afraid I won't have enough yarn. Because I only got the one skein. Because I thought two would be a bit overkill. And I knew I had the red yarn. Now I wish I had the blue yarn because I want that to be my heel. But I'm going to yarn shop. And I'm not going to buy yarn for the heel. If I buy yarn, it's going to be for another project. So that's my stash enhancement for the day. I'm really happy with it. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've been very jealous of Lauren at Lemonette Crochet. So yeah, I can't really think of anything else. I'm gonna cast on for a new project tonight, and I'm hopefully gonna get a lot. I'm hopefully going to get a lot done tonight. Before I get to go play at the yarn store. So yeah. Thank you for giving me a chance if you are watching this, and if I do this again, I hope to see you all there. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Have fun knitting and crocheting.